Hey guys, ChasingLamely here with the FM Premier League. Today our Arsenal side are playing against Wolves. We are not live, as you've probably assumed. We are going live to tape, so we're going to do it, somewhere in between. It'll be fine. There might be some edits, but we'll try and avoid them. We'll just try and get this all done in one take as best as we possibly can. As you can see, not in my usual location, so I had to kind of rig a setup, and I don't think it'll work with the streaming. So we're doing it this way. Right, before we do that though, let's remind you that there is an FM Premier League code, FMPL, at 2 games. Get yourself 10% off of things at... My brain failed then, there we go. Off of things at the 2 game store, FM21 at the 2 game store, 10% off with the code FMPL. There we go, I remembered how to speak English. So, I'm just getting a tactics set up, and we'll do a little jump cut here because it's going to take me a minute, and then we'll get into it. So, for the first game, we're going with this formation. It's going to be a 5-1-3-1 is what it's calling it, but it's a 3-3-1-2. There's a bunch of players in here. Basically, Rampant's unbeaten. I want to try and beat him, is what's going on here. So that's my plan. We're going to move Leno to be a sweeper keeper, though. A supporting sweeper keeper, I think. That should sweep up things in the back line a little bit. So that's the plan. We're going to go with Leno, Luis, Gabriel, Mari, Bellerin, Partey, Tierney, Ceballos, Willian, Aubameyang and Lacazette, with Holding, Shaw, Pepe, Ozil, Maitland-Niles, Diaz Gaeta and Xhaka on the bench. Hopefully we're going to frustrate him. We're going to try even harder to frustrate his chances of getting himself a bit of an advantage here, because we're going to go in with the full shutdown on the opposition instructions. That's the plan. That's what we're doing. Let's do that. Let's go in there and get this done. Aubameyang, of course, will be our captain. It's a bit of a weird formation. I don't know what Rampant's going to make of this, to be honest. It could be anything. He could make anything of this. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, this is a bit of a weird one. We've not tried this formation before. I don't know if this formation has been tried in the history of football. It's very much a case of shutting down and try and get things done. I think I might actually try and move Ceballos' position as well, because I wasn't paying attention to Ceballos. I think he can probably do a bit more in that midfield. So let's just wait for the warm-up and we'll get ourselves into the game. So we're into the game and let's see what we can do. Hopefully something magical will happen this time around. We're looking pretty strong. Rampant's gone with this traditional 4-2-3-1, which he's been using quite a lot. And we're just going to try and make the best of it. He's got himself a throw in early on, but I just need to make a quick change to Danny Ceballos' position, because I think we're going to use him as a roaming playmaker. That feels wise, because he's the guy holding the entire everything together. So that makes all the sense in the world to me. Come on, let's do that. Thank you. Good job. Right. Let's see what occurs here. It's going to be very, very tight. We are just defending because we know how good Rampant's tactic is. we know he can do a job here, and we should definitely be scared. I'm not going to lie, unbeaten so far in the FM Premier League. This is week 10, which means he's got 18 games unbeaten, sitting top of the league. We sit 7th going into this. The transfer window is in progress. Those transfers will take place or will take effect from the next round of games, which is kind of the plan. And things seem to be working quite nicely so far. We are keeping Rampant quiet. Admittedly, I've got up 6 at the back, but I'm keeping Rampant quiet, and that's what's important. I'm not necessarily happy with what Willian's doing, but I am also aware that I've put Mesut Ozil on the bench for a reason, because I think he can be a game changer in that playmaker role up top. I don't think it's necessarily Willian's best role. I think I'd rather have him seeking out goals, but he's not really going to do that, so that's life. That's life, essentially. They've got a corner. Matinho's going to take it short to Semedo. Aubameyang looked like he was going to attempt to tackle. Didn't. Matinho to Neves. Neves all the way back. We forced him back. Johnny on the ball. Can we get in here? Bellerin trying to tackle him. Ball goes across and Jimenez is there with a header. And this is what's made Rampant so good. I've not sat and properly deconstructed his tactic, but whatever he's doing is working. It's really working, and I need, when the positional roles pop up here, I need to figure out what it is he is doing, because it's something very, very special, and I am thus far none the wiser. What I do know is that Willian's not playing well, Lacazette is not having a great game, and Bellerin and Gabriel have yet to show up. So that's a concern. But we're going to be in half-time soon. Hopefully it'll give me some sense of what he's doing tactically. That will be nice. I think we'll just go straight into the second half, because actually 1-0 is pretty respectable as far as Rampant opponents have gone so far this season. It's definitely respectable. Who knows, maybe we can steal a goal here. Stranger things have happened. Willian will take the free kick deep and we're not going to see it, which tells you everything you need to know about this so far. Gabriel has suffered a bruised shin. We're not going to worry about that too much, because I don't know how much longer we're going to keep this formation going. I know we're going to take Willian off. We're going to stick Ozil on. We'll watch this free kick. It's gone away. And that is a good time to make this change that I need to make so desperately. We're gonna go with Ozil in there. I think that's going to be the smart play here. What does Ozil do best up here? We're going to make him a Trek. Feels like a plan. There's something will happen with some defenders at some stage. I think something will have to happen, because this is not working. This is not working, is what we're going to say here. It should work, but it's not going to. And I think, in fact, we are going to make that change. We're going to make that change now to just our very hyper-traditional, bog-standard, controlling possession 4-2-3-1. That's my plan. We'll do that. We'll go there. Hopefully we'll set that up fairly quickly. Good. And then we'll have a quick look at what's happening here. Gabriel is the guy that needs to come off. He's not done well at all. We'll send Pepe on the right hand side. Normally it'd be Willian there, of course. We'll use that as our first opening shot. We'll swap Ozil and Ceballos, and hopefully that'll be enough to make something happen. What is Nicolas Pepe's best thing? I mean, I guess we can make him an inverted winger as well. There we go. That'll work out nicely. Let's try that. I don't like having that combination of Mari and Luis at the back. It's very weak, but there's not a lot else I can do at the moment. So we're just going to go with that and see what happens. Hopefully a goal this way comes. Hopefully. I mean, I don't see it. It's probably not going to happen. Patrizio with a goal kick short to Cody. Cody with the ball forward. Let's head this away. We haven't done, and now Neto is on the ball. Back to Neves, back to Neto, and we've got to do something here. I don't know what to break out of the box of tricks right now. I really don't know what to break out of the box of tricks. That's the question. It's the big question too. I do have one other thing in my locker to pull out here, but it's a risky one. We're going to take the risk. We're going to take the risk. We're going to do the risky thing. We're going to move Aubameyang up top. So it lets me. There we go. Thank you. Anytime you wish. Perfect. I'll put the Scared on the left hand side. And that should do something. Aubameyang's pretty good as a deep line forward, so we'll see. Ozil plays the ball all the way back to Partey. Partey with the ball back to Ozil. Ozil into the box. Pepe is there. Nicolas Pepe is there, and maybe we hold off this little change for just a second to see what occurs as a result of it. I think it's not going to let me hold that back. That's fine. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. De La Scaeta needs a chance to impress, and hopefully he will impress. We've not used Ozil in a while. We've not used this attacking midfield three before together, for reasons I don't fully understand, but we've not used them together before, so there's that, and hopefully there is a victory to come. That's what we're looking for, is just, at this point I'll take a point. I won't lie, I'll take a point. Who knows, we might be in danger of fishing it out here. There are changes going on Rampant's bench. In fact, there are going to be changes going on my bench as well, because I know what he's doing, and I'm not playing like that. So we're going to move that there, and then that, and then we're going to go to the always closing. We're not letting any of these guys, we're not letting Neto get any more space than he's already got. We've scored an equaliser. We'll check out the replay. Pepe has scored again. Oh, it's been disallowed. It doesn't matter. But the important thing is we've closed down some of the options that are going on for Wolves. That's what matters. Just need to see if we can get ourselves that actual second goal. We're going to do another shout of encouragement. Keep this as tight as we possibly can and see what happens. I don't think we're going to be going with that 5 at the back monstrosity again anytime soon. I won't lie. It looked great to start with. It doesn't look quite so good now. And that's key. That's kind of key. But we've done okay. We've got ourselves a goal back. We've not fully disgraced ourselves, so that's what matters. And this should be the end of the game. It is the end of the game. We're going to do a quick old screenshot of that, because that's a good idea. And then we'll come back in a second for the second game. So for the second game, I've reached deep into the bag of tricks. We've gone with the 3-4-2, or the 3-4-1-2 counter-attack with Leno, Luis, Mari, Gabriel, Bellerin, Maitland-Niles, Ceballos, Partey, Willian, Aubameyang and Lacazette, Xhaka, Tierney, Arrascaeta, Ozil, Cedric, Talisca and Pepe are the bench. So a bit of a change of things, but I know this is quite defensively solid as a formation. I know this works defensively, and I know it also provides enough width to get the ball forward to the strikers. So I think we can probably do something with this. Hopefully. Let's just keep it respectable. That's all we really ask, is keep it respectable. And hopefully that'll be what happens. If we can get a win, even better, because, we need to take Rampant's 0 losses away from him, which is the target. I know he doesn't like the fact that's the target on his back, but it is the target on his back as Traore comes at us immediately. And we've got to get defending done here. Gabriel heads it clear. Willian heads it on to Lacazette, who gets tackled. And there's potential here. I feel potential. I feel potential for a victory. I don't know why. I just feel it coming. And that's all we can really hope for. Maitland-Niles will take a corner, whips it in. Gabriel is there, and that's headed away, and it's 1-0. And maybe, just maybe, we've found a solution to the Wolves' problem. Maybe. Who knows? I certainly hope we found a solution to the Wolves' problem. Matinho was injured, which, mission accomplished. Mission very much accomplished. While that's going on, I am going to do the opposition instructions, because that, again, is quite important. And I forgot to do it before the game, so we'll do that. And after my little tactics, I made a mental decision to put an edit in there just to speed things up. So that's why I didn't talk you through the tactical changes, because you've seen me do it before. Hopefully this will lead to us just shutting the game down now. That's the plan. Just shut it down, take the 1-0, be the first blemish on Rampant's record, continue playing communist football, because that's what we do. And, hopefully it'll be enough. Hopefully it'll be enough. I don't like the fact that David Luiz has picked up a knock, nor do I like the fact that Bellerin has picked up some kind of injury, which, we've got a card under the injury. That's never the right thing to look at. It wants me to send on Cedric. Cedric was just put on as just kind of a I feel bad if I don't have a right back on the bench thing, because I've got 2 right backs on the field. So that's why that's going on. But, we'll ignore. Go away. Semedo with a throw into Reina. Back to Neves. Back to Semedo. Ball forward to Traore. We need to get across here. Do a tackle in maybe. Didn't really work. We finally got rid of it. Maitland-Niles puts it away. Willian heads it on to Lacazette. And are we going to hit them on the break and get ourselves another goal? Not with a final ball like that. That was poor. That was very, very poor. Willian not really showing up again as well, which is interesting. But we need that to, not be a thing. So, hopefully something will happen here. We are at least sneaking a lead and hopefully confusing Rampant a great deal on the other side of the screen, because that would be nice. We've got ourselves to half-time more or less with a lead, and, it's not been the most exciting game, but I didn't set it up to be the most exciting game. I set it up to be a game where we score a goal and we just hang on for dear life, and that's very much what we're doing. I can already see my subs, which is good. We won't put them into effect just yet, but I can see what they're going to be, so that's bonus times. I'm wondering what is going on the Rampant side of things. I'm not seeing anything obvious tactically. I think it's probably a case of just marking some players, because nothing seems to have changed in the second half, so that is all good. We will, like I said, we will make some subs at some stage, but we're not quite there yet, and it will be Partey and Willian who come off when the time is right, because they've contributed very, very little so far. Very, very little. I don't know why we're running so slowly. That's a concern. It's on my usual settings, so I don't know. I do not know. Right, Willian can come off because he's contributing nothing. I'm going to send in Ozil. For Willian, we're going to take off Partey because he has done nothing, and it's looking like Lacazette might be the guy coming off as well, which is probably not ideal. We're going to send Shaq in for Partey. We'll leave that for a second. We'll leave that for just a second as Gabriel picks up the ball to Ceballos, to David Luiz, and back to Gabriel, and back to David Luiz, and to Bellerin, to Mari, back to Bellerin, ball over the top. I think I might leave that last sub in case someone just picks up a death knock. As Traore comes running at us, ball goes up wide, Bellerin gets rid of it, and now Aubameyang is on it and he just runs into a wall of Wolves players. Neves, ball forward, looking for Jimenez. Let's close this down. Mari with a tackle. He's just making a nuisance of himself. Xhaka is there to sweep up. Ball goes forward. And Aubameyang heads it down to Lacazette. Can Lacazette get himself a goal? Put us 2 up. He's got through and he's just spooned that wide. That's not the one. That is not it, champ. That's never the one, in fact. And it just becomes a case of deciding the worst injury here. I think we're going to have to do the Lacazette off for Pepe change. I'll take a risk on Bellerin. That's kind of what I'm looking for, and we've gone to another pause. I don't know what for. We've gone to another pause. It'll be fine. Pepe going in as a striker, hopefully to make a difference. Although Wolves have got themselves a corner. Neto taking it short to Semedo. Ball across to Neves. Neves has a pop and it's found its way in. And Rampant at least can breathe a little bit easier now, because that's going to massively, massively improve how he feels about this game. That will massively improve how he feels about this game. It does give me a chance to give some encouragement, because if you do that when you're ahead, the players don't like it. So we don't do that. But, you know, if as things stand, we've taken a point off Rampant, which nobody said was possible. But can we take 3? Can we take 3? We're going to do a fire up as soon as we can. That's going to be part of the mission, and see what that achieves, because something has to come here. Something has to come. Maitland-Niles with a throw-in. Goes into the box. Ozil is there. Plays it back for Maitland-Niles. I was just going to lay it off then. This would have been smart. Maitland-Niles tries to curl it in, and he's not quite got the finish for it, unfortunately. That would have been quite the late winner. But, you know, still time. Still time on the clock. We can still get there. We can still do this. We just have to believe and not concede another goal. That's what we're looking for. I thought we were going to get it. We were nearly there, and there's a couple of minutes left on the clock, and I think this is going to wind down fairly handily to be a draw. If I'm honest, this now feels like a draw unless he scores here, which is likely. David Luiz heads it away, only as far as Dendoncker, to Bowley, to Cody. We're going to do a tackle maybe. Neto's there, ball through to Borre, and Leno is there to make the save. Can we get this? Nope. Nope, not going to get this ball back and forward. It's just going to run out for time unless this corner goes in, which is not against the out of the realms of possibility. Neto to Neves, ball goes in, and there you go. That is a late winner, the flukiest late winner I've seen in quite some time, and Rampant will continue unbeaten. And you're probably watching the team that wins the FM Premier League here, guys. I'm not going to lie. Probably watching the team that wins the FM Premier League. So, with that in mind, I'm going to wrap things up there, because that feels like a good place to wrap it up. Let's just do the reminder that you can go to 2Game, get yourself a copy of FM21 with the code FMPL for 10% off, and I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Thanks for watching. Find me on the socials below, on Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon at ChasingLamely. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one.